Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am really glad you're here. Today's date is Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. I should probably let you know that it is Laura's View and Alley Cat 2 today. Hang on, I'm going to jostle the camera and let you see that someone is warming up the tarot table for us. I almost hate to move her. So anyway, she loves it. I have a grounding mat on this desktop, and Allie really enjoys that grounding energy. So, and I accommodate her as much as I can. Well, I wanted to talk about something that is in the news today as I make this video, and we're going to see if the universe via the tarot cards have some insights or information for us. Let me take you to a compilation. I'm going to be very brief about it. Because YouTube apparently is blocking the images in those compilations. So just listen as I discuss them, even if they are blocked. They are not blocked if you follow the Facebook link that will be in the video description box for this video. Shenanigans. Okay, this was from the platform known as X. There is an article about the CDC is swabbing back at airports. The CDC itself admits, but it's not a recent news room item from them. Back in 2023, they did declare they would be expanding the testing of respiratory viruses at airports, not at our southern border, of course, but at airports. And then AMG News has this urgent update breaking news alert that you can see if you go to amg-news.com. And talking about the increased swabbing that is being done at international airports in the United States. So that was quick. Have to be flexible, work with the status quo. Let's find out, because there is some chatter. People in the comments were saying, how do we know they're testing for something or if they're spreading something? Because there has been chatter in the past that the swabbing mechanism could have impurities added to them. So let's ask the universe if there is a reason for concern about that. I also did notice the wording in several places that I was reading about this was that the swabbing is apparently voluntary. So there were some people advocating to ask if it's voluntary and choose accordingly, follow your conscience after that. I know in the last incident when there was testing at airports, I did that. I asked if it was mandatory, and when it wasn't, I went my own way. So I had a couple other little practices I did too, but I'm not going to share those on a video. Common sense, common sense, common sense. Okay, so we're going to move a cat here in a minute, and we're going to be asking the universe, is there a reason for concern about the there may be contagion being detected, contagion being fostered, and not just detected at airports? Is there reason for concern about that? Plus other additional insights and information the universe wants us to know. So is there reason for that? Now, another thing to remember, because we have short-term memory loss as a human species, when they previously did the testing, there was a lot of clamor that they would do the cycles at such a rate that they guaranteed plus results. So I think that's another question people need to be asking, at what cycle will these be tested at? And I know they may not be getting the answers at the airport when they ask the people, the technicians actually doing that, but it is a good question to ask. It's one that we have a right to know. If they're going to be using our samples for data purposes, for screening, what's the purpose of it and how will it be tested? Because there was a whole lot of invalid testing previously, and or really questionable. Let's say questionable. Okay. Well, I have to speak very carefully in this video because health issues are apparently the #1 thing still being flagged. So be be gentle with me as I choose my words. And let's just see, is there reason for concern plus additional insights and information? I'll move my cat, change camera, and we'll see what the universe wants us to know. Okay, is there cause for concern that there may be distribution of issues rather than checking for issues in the airport swabbing being done at international airports in the US currently? So is there some truth to that? Plus additional insights and information. By the way, Allie is just moved a couple feet over. She's on a very nice padded chair. So she wasn't terribly inconvenienced with the move. And I do appreciate her loving energy being part of this reading, even if it's just in a peripheral way. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, King of Wands, and the Star, the 17th major arcana. So even though these cards are saying shenanigans, these cards are saying, don't worry. I guess I could stop the video right there, but let's look at a little more detail. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is a situation. One of my white hat cards, not a major white hat card, but just always one of very positive and well thought out action, usually military in nature. So the situation with the testing, the Q team at the 17 team is aware of it. And they know it's just part of, looks like, yeah, shenanigans were planned. Okay, if you find out that those screening are voluntary, choose accordingly, ask about that, because it looks like a result of those is not going to be happy. Okay, now let's look at the near future though. Ask people's awareness of this situation and knowing to ask if it's voluntary, asking those questions about what cycle will the screenings be used at, the results, questioning those. Near future, this is not a long and ongoing situation. The near future, we've got the, I'm smiling because she's smelling flowers and we were talking about navel swabs. So the near future just says, we're going to be able to use our noses for their intended purpose in the very near future. And the Star is indicating that things are moving in the right direction. So the Shenanigans gang is behind this here in the US. They had success in the last balloting cycle. So they don't give up their strategies easily if they've worked once, even though they realize it won't be as effective as previous. They're still going to try it because it worked once. Not incredibly creative. Okay, anything evil is not creative. They mimic and mockery, but they don't create. And such is the case with the shenanigans that they dream up. Okay, near future. Again, we've got the a very reassuring card here with the 6 of Cups. Just telling us we'll be able to breathe easy. And the King of Wands, wisdom. And the 17 team kind of is on it. And so the situation is going to be, I think they're going to be foiled in the attempt. Now, are they going to be totally ineffective and possibly fostering a situation? No, but it's going to be impacted very shortly by the white hats who are going to step in and make sure, okay, that their plans come to nothing, okay? But they felt like they had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Might as well try this, okay? And we knew that was going to happen. There's going to be lots of rumors and there's going to be shenanigans and all sorts of things as the powers that used to be exit stage left. And we will invite them to go quickly and quietly, won't we? Okay, the Hermit is showing up here for the extended near future card with the Moon. So again, Some of what they are going to be trying to supposedly screen for, they're going to have some success in causing some issues with that, but they're not going to be as successful as they hoped. It's going to be a very limited campaign and a limited in its effectiveness, but it is going to result in some sadness. And this card also indicates lies. So again, just reminding us that when shenanigans are planned, they never admit to it. They obfuscate and try to blame shift and just deny and do all that sort of thing. And that's going to continue as long as they have vocal cords or a way to communicate. So just be expecting not a lot of truths about that. And unfortunately, the result of some of those opportunities to be screened are going to result in some sadness. Not much, but any is too much as far as I'm concerned. Let's recap. There is at U.S. international airports a big push and expansion of screening protocols for health issues. They're not saying exactly what they're screening for. When asked, the people on the ground apparently have been told not to communicate, but the news is not being very forthright about what's going on. So I shared via my share screen, I shared the compilation I've got that had a few quotes, and you can read some of the comments about that. One of the commenters said, my wife works in a hospital. They're gearing up for this and that. So something is going on. So we just asked the question, is there any truth in the concern that these screening protocols actually may end up distributing something? And we didn't get a hard yes, but we got a yes about it. And here's the rationale. Evil figures they have nothing to lose, okay? And previously, the health issues in the last balloting cycle impacted how procedures and protocols went forth. And again, the evil is not very creative. And when they've had a success, they're going to try again, even though they know the results may be more limited this time. And that's exactly what's going on. And yeah, they have some sadness planned. And it's not going to be without some effect, but in the near future, okay, we were first of all told the situation, the white hats are aware of it and taking some countermeasures, even as I make this video. The near future started looking really good, thank goodness. First of all, the situation in the near future, we're going to be able to use our snoots for what they're meant for. Okay, so it's not going to be a long-term campaign. It's not going to be totally effective, not nearly what they had hoped for. There's a lot of wise leadership that's going into the countermeasures that are in play here for this. And crucial to those, and part and parcel of it, is the 17 team, the alliance, which includes quite often benevolent, off-world help. Now, if your lens doesn't get to that distance, just know that they have divine inspiration and motivation and assistance. So good to know. The unfortunately, this was one of those videos where I don't have total good news. It does look they are going to the distribution there is going to be some, and it's going to be causing some sadness. And we probably, until there's disclosures of much bigger things, we probably won't get the real story about what's going on here. But this card does indicate prevarication and quite often loss of life, but not to the degree that they hoped. So let me make that clear. Okay, so there we have it. The universe says we're right to be concerned about what is happening with those screening procedures and what the results of those might be. And again, a couple of things I read, they quietly said that these are voluntary. So they might try to make it seem like it's mandatory, but ask specifically, is this mandatory? And choose accordingly, okay? I realize sometimes we have to get someplace and have no choice, or get back from someplace and have no choice about what goes on. But if you have some choice, remember your medical choice is very, very much one of your rights, and wield it responsibly and in the way you choose, not in the way you're mandated to. That's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and attention and viewership, and sticking with me as we speak carefully and deal with blacked out screens on share screens and whatever else they're going to do. In the meantime, I'll keep looking at current events, and I'll keep picturing great resolutions to every situation that we face in this world, and in the hope and anticipation, eager anticipation. The big good change is coming, and I'm not just speaking for the United States. I'm saying for this world, for this human race, because we are one human race, and we deserve a chance to finally be free to reach our potential, whatever those may be. And so that's the day I look forward to. And you know what? It's coming. It's coming. Hopefully in my lifetime. Hopefully in yours. Hopefully, hey, it's Saturday where I'm at. Saturday's a great day to have something happen. Until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish for you everything bright. Thank you. Bye.